Hey there! So today we have another Darwin's Rants. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the week update and then talk about a couple of the jobs, I guess. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, so week update. So last time I updated you guys was, I want to say last week, right? I believe so. Right now, I'm actually going to do 2 6 days in a row, but generally how it's going to like my ideal schedule, I guess, I'll try to figure it out. We'll be working like 5 days and then 6 days every other week. And this way I have every other Sunday off to at least be a dad, right? Like if I work every Saturday, Sunday, then I'm like, and the kids go to school all week, then it's like, so I at least got Monday off. So, like they go to school, I pick them up, blah, blah. But at least I get to be, so how the week go? So let's go. I work. So generally my schedule is going to be like Tuesday through Saturday or Tuesday through Sunday, right? I believe this next couple weeks is going to be Tuesday through Sunday, back to back. Tuesday, we're back at Brulanda, Maitland. So Tuesday is actually like the sworn day that like a weekday that I'm like boom banger. It's just trivia. We have like a good following for it. Even a bad day's not bad. It's just like a great day to work. Unfortunately, we opened up with a different trivia company, and then people were not happy about it. Like the prize structure was different, it was themed, blah blah. Like they're just used to the trivia that like they come every week for. So a lot of people I think got like turned away from it. We had a really slow Tuesday. I think the word just needs to get out that A, we're open, B, that we have like our old trivia with the same host and everything, blah blah, same staff. I'm like, all right, come on in. I worked. So this is gonna be a running theme. Worked at Runabout on Wednesday. Slow night, very slow night. Yeah, hell. We're gonna talk about that at the end of that. That's gonna be part 2, honestly, because it's a 3. We're in part. Oh, we have 3 parts. Yeah, let's do 3 parts. Okay, we're gonna do week update. Talk about one of the jobs, one of the other jobs, right? Excuse me. Thursday. Slow day too. Yep. Again, it's also we've got a cold spell coming, so not everybody knows we're open. Or sorry, people are just staying inside. And then Friday was cold. Oh, Friday was cold. Friday was a bad one. Because Friday usually we should expect like, all right, not everybody can make it during the week, but like, if we're open, like boom, let's go. And it was, I mean, for me, okay, fine. It did get Florida cold. Like at the end of the night, like hours later, like past where people should have been. I think like during dinner service probably was like 50, 60 degrees, probably 50s. 50, 60s, yeah. By the time like late night when I got home, it was like 45 degrees in my car. So, all right. So nobody came out. So we got to slow. It's been a slow week. And then Saturday we actually got a little bit busy. And then the other thing about sorry, we're talking about Maitland, is that the director of operations, the owner, their friends and family, they just seem to come in at like 2-3 times a week. So randomly the restaurant might seem a little busy because all of a sudden you get like people hanging out and like, shoot, my director of operations is there, some friends and family. It's there for like 5-6 hours at least, 6-7 hours, right? So like you get a little crowd, then I like owners were there too, so they were doing something promotional for social media with some influencers. So I got some people in the building. Yeah, so that was a decent day. And then I worked today again. Okay, so so we're going to talk about 2 jobs, I guess. So today again, I worked at Runabout. First brunch service. They started on Saturday. I worked Sunday, open brunch service. How did that go? So basically, I got there at 10:30 to open up at 11. My other bartender doesn't come until 1:30, so that's like pretty much like 3 hours. I literally had a 2-top and a 2-top at the bar. How Runabout works is we have an 11-person seat bar, and it's like beautiful outside. Finally, like it warmed up a little bit. So at peak, I counted outside. I was like 40, 50, 60 people, and I should have thought about that because at one point, my bar manager's there, and she helped me out a bit, and she was doing some other stuff. But I'm service, right? So the servers take orders and run food and do other shit. All the drinks come through this guy. So I'm like, bow, bow, bow. And like, I walk in there new, like, oh shit, we got bloody, like, we didn't used to make Bloody Marys, mimosas and stuff, but I'm a bartender, right? So that was actually like one of the first things I did, like become a bartender, like working the beer industry. So I'm like, pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, shit, I make a lot of drinks. And I'm my dumbass. Like, I get in the zone. And eventually, like, I was talking to my bar manager, and I just started looking outside. I was like, oh shit. Like for me to actually make that amount of drinks, there actually has to be that amount of people. But like, I'm sitting at the bar, like, bah, 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 doing all this work. I have to walk like 60, 70 feet to like actually look outside and see like, oh shit, there's a good amount of people. I just, like, I got my head down, I'm doing the thing. So like, one of the cool things about it, like, I just sort of enjoyed the fact that like, we have a full bar at Brulando Maitland, former Sanford Brewing, but it's just not that cocktail heavy. This, I was a bartender, like nonstop, and sometimes a good amount of hell, I work at a bar. Some of the busiest bars you ever do is just quote unquote service bar, where you're not actually serving the people at the bar. It's just you're serving the servers, right? You're bartending for the servers so they can take care of their tables and serve them drinks. And part of it's like, bro. So like, you guys have that rant, like, I gotta look the part, I gotta get a sleeve of tattoos and shit. This is what I'm about. This is the kind of shit I can do. Luckily, Runabout told us to buy these like cheapo, like, I think this was like $12 aprons. I was ready to get the industry standard one, like the fancy, nice one. I was gonna spend like canvas, all this shit, leather, blah, blah. I was gonna spend like $50 because like, I'm about looking the part. Hell, in my car, I carry like a bar roll. I got shaker tins, the whole bar equipment. Like, you guys know what a bar looks like, a cocktail bar looks like. I got all that in my car right now. The ironic thing is, I don't even have jumper cables. I probably should buy. Like, I can't jump your car, but I'll fucking make you a cocktail. Just supply the liquor, right? Like, you got a flat tire? Fuck you. I got a Negroni for your ass. But I can't jump your car, motherfucker. I guess a flat tire. Whatever. You know what I'm fucking talking about. So, I got that shit. And then, yeah, man, bro. We got hit one day, and like, it was a new POS system, and I was like, bro, fuck this. So I got a notepad. I got more notepads. I got some fucking fancy, nice pens and shit. Like, these do not, by the way, when somebody closes out, I grab one from the bar. These are for me, baby. You ain't stealing my fucking pens. These weren't that expensive, actually, but like, they're nice. And then, got the motherfucking pins, baby. Like, I got the swag, dog. So, this one I got off Temu. It says like, the beer, and it's like a force and shit. So I was like, I don't know, Temu, what the fuck? It's play on the bear, like beer, who knows? I got a Teku one that was like $5 on some random website. That's dope. Rogue, that guy. You see this motherfucker? And then bang, Advanced Cicerone. Let him know. By the way, nobody's even mentioned it yet, even though like I'm looking around like, and like nobody's even mentioned it yet, which is actually really nice because like I did get this mailed to me when I passed the Advanced Cicerone exam, but well, yeah, I moved, so I actually don't know where the pin is. I highly doubt I threw it out because I got some random ass other pins around. I just don't know where the fuck it is. So I emailed Cicerone because you can't just buy this because like you have to actually be Advanced Cicerone to be ideally repping it. They were nice enough. It's like, yo, we're glad you're gonna rep it. Just mail it to you for free. I was like, hey, do I have to pay you? And I was like, we'll mail you one. I was like, do I have to pay? They're like, nah, don't worry about it. I was like, dope. So I got this shit. Look at the fucking part. Bop, bop. This is not, by the way, it's not even the outfit. Like I would have like a different t-shirt on. I have my contacts in. Anyway, yeah, it looked the part, right? So, did that, and then did the brunch service till 4. Obviously slows down after brunch. The entire time at our 11-seat bar, because like the bar is actually bigger than the entire bar is like 11 plus 12, but the servers take care of the other 12. So I was talking to my other bartender. So this, I guess, part two of the episode. I was like, bro, like I did some math on my paycheck. I was like, I'm making like half that I'm used to at like former Sanford Brewing in Brulando. Brulando's like hit or miss right now, as I explained. Like, some nights are busy and not everybody knows we're open, blah, blah. But it's easily some of the worst hourly I've seen this year. Just split between, I guess, Brulando counts. Like the brewery. I worked at Gravity, Runabout, and then now Bartender Maitland. I was like, yeah. And like the crazy thing is like, there's at least 2 or 3 bartenders every night for an 11-seat bar. And the tip out is apparently not great. Like, the servers, so you make all the drinks for the servers, but they obviously give you some amount of your tips because like you do all the work to make these drinks and they serve it. but like they get full tables where people sit down and order drinks and rounds and rounds and food and food. The amount of people that come to the bar and treat it as a quote unquote brewery and just have one beer and leave and then like sit there for half an hour. Like my seats are expensive. Like in the world of like expensive in the sense that like every minute that seat, like those seats are worth something. Like the sales of the year, right? Like depending on your restaurant, like your seats can be worth $70,000, $100,000 over that. Like these, you know, like the amount of sales you generate, like the amount of sales you generate per. Anyway, that's not even a real number, but whatever. You get the idea of how much per seat generates of sales per year, right? And I'll have great example. Granted, these people like order a few rounds. They order like 4 or 5 beers, but they were there for like 3 hours, and they took up 4 seats. That's almost half my bar. And so they spent like 4 people's probably spent under $200. That's half my bar. For most of my, we're only open from 5 to like 9. You know, like that's most of my night right there. Like, yeah, they were there from 5 to 8. That's literally the entire night, basically. We're open to 5 to 10, basically, but like really more like 9 because the business decline is really harsh. So you're the entire night, half my bar is taken by people that spend $200, and I got 3 bartenders. We're not making money, dude. Like, so you know, I chit chat about this with the bartenders and some of my other coworkers and stuff. I'm gonna give it some time, but I might go up. Like, yo, listen, like. So if you guys don't know about the industry, there's a fucking thing in this industry. It's like, I'm a bartender. It's a thing where like, you know, people have done different jobs in the industry. They serve, bar back, blah, blah. There's a point where like, I'm a bartender means like, you know, you come here, I'm the boss. You know, you come to me. I don't serve you at the table. I don't appease you. Like, I'm a big boss. You know, like, and I know personally multiple bartenders refuse to ever serve tables again. Like, they just will only do stuff at the bar. You come to me, you sit in the bar, I'll take care of you. That's it. I don't got that pride. Again, one of the great quotes I think of the series is, "My bills don't care what the fuck happens. I could be a fucking trash collector, a server, a bar back. You know, as The Wire says, money be green. Like, money only has one color. It doesn't care what the fuck you did with it, got there with it, right? Like, money's objective, right? So I don't care. I'm already serving at Orlando Maitland. Like, the serving clearly has a lot more sales than the bar. So, which sucks because how about this? My skills can translate to serving. No, I promise you, none of my servers could have busted down that service station today, like bartending. Like, we're talking, like, yeah, bro, I've fucking been doing this for a minute, yeah, like memorizing cocktails and how to make cocktails, speed, efficient. I mean, yeah, you could train somebody. I'm not saying like I'm a special person. Like, yeah, you could train somebody to do it, but my skills are directly transferable. I can fucking take care of a table and like serve really well. You know, none of my servers would be able to just immediately jump onto the bar and be able to do that, right? Like, you know, hey, you could train people. Okay, yeah, I have faith in people, yeah, for sure. I'm not saying I'm special, for sure. You can definitely bartend, just need to get trained on it. Okay. So that's gonna be a conversation maybe to have in a couple weeks. I'll fight through it. We'll see. The other one goes to now. So that's a little bit of runabout. So I'm there like 2-ish days a week, and then I'm at Sanford 3-4 days a week, right? Yeah. And so one of the cool things was that it's so lovely. Just like I'll turn around and just think about it. I'm like, man, I'm so glad everybody got their job back. I get to work with the same people. And I just like look around. I'm like, fuck me. Like 60, 70, 80, 90% of the building, the people, like the guests in this building right now are repeat customers that we all recognize. That like, I was like, oh, hi, you're back, Darwin. Like, such a, you know, and now I feel part of it because like I live in Maitland now. So it's like, oh, it's so special. And like, it's like, we're happy you came back. And, you know, like, and it's not cheap. Like, our place is definitely like cheaper than like, you know, there's a lot of fancier places in Maitland. But like, our prices are not cheap for like, you know, a burger and a beer. Like, you know, you think you're dinking a Dunkin' and you think you get like, you know, unfortunately. But I guess that's just the world we live in, especially with like, you know, the lease we pay and I don't make the prices. I don't do any of this shit. So, but it's just so nice. It's so nice that people come back and like, you know, just like think of us as something quote unquote special. because we just I've got a great team, very personable people. They love coming back. They love my staff, and we have a small staff, and everybody recognizes everybody. And it's so nice to see so much of these local communities like support our business. That really is support the business that literally is my livelihood. It really feels great. Like it's just like I walk by, I'm like, hi, like it's like it sort of reinvigorated something about me in serving that. Like I'm like, oh man, this is really special having this job. Like these people are just awesome. So it's nice. Don't cry. I almost got there. The other funny thing is that like a couple guests were like, hey, what do you think about you think you can bring back music? So now you get some dirty secrets. Because guess what? The previous owners, they're out of the picture. I can talk shit all I want, right? Like, fuck them. So we used to run music, by the way, like live music, like 3-hour sets, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you're like, you're paying for what you get what you pay for, right? So it was not great music. Because some of the musicians are actually really good. But some of the musicians are terrible. Like, oh my God, story time. One of the musicians was so bad that a guest said, take my food away. I don't even want it. I've lost my appetite. The amount of times people walked up and he's like, hey, you got a nice, you got an open mic. When can I sign up? Yeah, no open mic. We pay this motherfucker because he's that bad. I've been asked, hey, where is the furthest table away from the music? Because I'd like to sit outside, but this music's so bad. So even if the music sucks and you pay what you get for it, you're still spending $100 or $200 for a single artist, and then at least $200-300 for like a multiple set. Like if they have like 2, 3, 4 musicians, right? 4 times a week, dude. I did the math. I was thinking, I think they were burning $30,000 to $40,000 a year. So shit. And then the other thing is like, let's just do the simple math. Okay, fine. You got easy. One musician. Well, let's say we pay him $150 for a 3-hour set. That's pretty good, right? Like $50 an hour just to show with the guitar and play the set you play every week. I don't need somebody to spend $150. I need somebody to spend like, there's math out there. I need somebody to spend like 4 times that much to make the music worth it, right? Like just somebody spending money doesn't cover the cost of labor, rent, food costs, expenses, the cost of right? Like you actually have to cover the cost of a $150 musician. People actually need to come in, like not even just the normal amount of business, but spend an extra, let's say $600. Never, ever, ever, ever. We never got a presents for the music. The best part about it, the worst part about it, is that we got the worst kind of guests. They would call in, hey, got music. And then I would just look around and it would just be like a couple, 1 beer, a couple, an appetizer, 1 drink, and a non-alcohol, and a Diet Coke. Literally on average, people spending like, taking up tables, spending $10, $15, $20. Bro, you're not gonna, like, we spent money on this motherfucker to recoup that cost, right? Like, we need you to spend hundreds of dollars, and then we just have like, just random, like, and it wasn't even a crowd, it's just like a couple tables here and there. And like, what you need is business on top of it, right? Like, we already have our business. Fuck it. Like, that's a set. But to spend the money, you need extra business to make up for it. But guess what? My owners didn't give a fuck. They just kept spending money on this fucking stupid ass music. So partially why they sank the business. Just bad financing. I don't know what the fuck they did with the place. Didn't. How about this? If you know your place is gonna close, like fucking change something about it. Do something about it. Let us know. We didn't change anything. And then one day they said, we're done, right? The bills just couldn't catch up with the bills. I'm like, but like, tell the staff, give us number one, if you're not going to like fix the business, tell the staff, like you have 40 people that work for you that have spent like, I've spent 5 years myself. I have other staff who spent 5 years too. That's combined like, years that people have like worked for you. You got to give them a fucking heads up that they're not going to have a job tomorrow. Like, what the fuck? And then this dumbass shit they bought these dumbass fucking Mr. thingies, and we still have them now, but they fucking suck. So it works in Las Vegas, because I've actually been in Las Vegas, and I walked under his tent, and I was like, ooh, it's cool as fuck. What they are, it's like it's a mist pump with a fan on it, right? Guess what Orlando / Florida is? It's a fucking swamp. Humidity anytime it's warm is like 60, 70, 80, 90%. There's nothing to pull out of the if you pour water in air that is already humid, guess what it does? It does nothing. So like, like I'll have like someone tell me like, oh, can you wipe this table for me? I'm like, bro, it's not even dirty. It's just these misters pour water everywhere, and the air literally is so wet that it can't even pick it up. And so, and I think about it sometimes, like people are drinking beer and eating food in this mist water, because it's one thing that evaporates. Cool, it cools this shit down. It just makes it wet and damp. And then my guess is like those misters that we have, it's like a set of three of them. So three. I want to guess they spent almost like $50,000. $50,000 on these shits that do nothing. I don't even turn them on because they just fucking do nothing. It's hot. It's wet. Let's add some more water to it. Like, it doesn't do shit. And I've actually literally had people come in. It's like, oh, yeah, I saw you guys had it. I was on a catalog or talked to the company, and I was thinking about buying one. I just wanted to visit your restaurant. Like, he literally went to the restaurant, made me turn it on. He's like, yo, I want to check it out. And then I was like, I gave him the fucking speech I gave you. And then he's like, shit, these motherfuckers don't do anything. Good thing I just saved myself like $7,000. And it was $7,000 for one of the things. We have 3. He was going to buy one, and he's going to spend $7,000. So I don't even know how much that shit costs. Anyway, enough of a rant. I got 1 day off, back to work, 6 days in a row. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I got to drop off the girls tomorrow morning. Boy. And so hopefully work picks up. And as much as I like this bartending thing, might be an issue. Sorry, it already is an issue. It already definitely is an issue. How to... we'll figure it out. But I love it. I'm a fucking asshole like that. So I don't have pride of being like, hey, fuck you, I won't serve. But I also enjoy the fact of like getting into the meat of it. Like the pop. I just like being a bartender. I don't know. You see, one of the cool things. Like, it pays the bills, but also I actually enjoy doing it. So until next time, cheers later.